This is the ad analysis project for Professor Smith in PSYC-107, section 338 by Adolfo Gonzalez. The article I chose came from Chapter 9, Language and Thought, but more specifically, it deals with concepts and categories and the prototype theory. The empirical article that I used is entitled, Using the Theory of Planned Behavior and Prototype Willingness Model to Target Binge Drinking in Female Undergraduate University Students. The author of the empirical article are Gemma Todd and Barbara Mulan, and there were multiple references, and I just listed a few. The article investigated whether binge drinking in female undergraduates could be reduced by altering the binge drinker prototypes from the prototype willingness model. The prototype theory suggests that people make category judgments by comparing new instances to the category's prototype, and through that hypothesis, it is believed that binge drinking could be altered. In the article, the participants completed 2 questionnaires about 2 to 3 weeks apart. The 2 to 3 weeks gave participants enough time to engage in the new target behavior. There were 3 groups, a manipulation group, Group 1, a mirror measurement group, Group 2, and the control group, Group 3. Each group completed the same demographic and behavior components. Group 1 completed a binge drinking prototype manipulation and a theory of planned behavior component. Group 2 completed an alternative prototype task on bottled water consumption and a TPB component. And Group 3 completed an unrelated task based on a bottled water article only. Questionnaires were given beforehand to ensure the instructions were clear to the participants. The participants were split into 2 groups. Those who consumed 5 or more drinks on more than one occasion in the past 2 weeks, and those who had consumed less than 5 drinks in the past 2 weeks. 29.5% had engaged in binge drinking in the past 2 weeks, but 41% of the participants did not consume alcohol. The study showed that alcohol consumption can be reduced by completing TPB questionnaires. This shows that the prototype model is altered, and as the prototype model is altered, so are people's minds, and in this case, the targeted category was binge drinking. The advertisement I saw online was for Burger King's Whopper and McDonald's Big Mac. These advertisements are found everywhere online or on TV for almost every major restaurant chain, and it showcases the restaurant chain's signature item or dish or burger. The burgers are stacked high with the meat patties, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and various sauces or spreads, and they vary between the restaurants. Here are the pictures that they use for the Whopper and the Big Mac. And here are the advertisements and how those pictures of the burgers are used in advertisements. As you can see, the burgers are very, very stacked high, and every single ingredient is able to be seen. The purpose for any advertisement is to raise awareness for the topic, and in this case it's for restaurant chains and their signature items. They're trying to convince and persuade more customers to eat at their restaurant in order any item, but to especially order their signature item. The reason every advertisement for restaurant shows the perfect image of what their signature item looks like is to not only show every ingredient used in that signature item. In this case for the burgers, it is stacked high like that, so it can be shown what is in the burger, like the pickles, the onions, and everything else. But especially displayed perfectly to entice customers to want to eat their signature dish more. The prototype theory applies here because they are implanting an impression of how the perfect burger will look like and how tasty it seems. Although the advertisements always show what seems to be the perfect burger, in most cases, if not all, the burger ordered doesn't look exactly how it is advertised. The reason behind this is because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of restaurants open across the U.S. and worldwide, and each one has too many customers for that much detail to be given upon every order, especially during rush hours like during lunch and dinner times. The advertisement was meant to showcase what is in the burger and to attract new customers. However, if the everyday burger was advertised instead, the perfect burger, then the amount of new customers would decrease. In the 2 pictures, the perfect burgers are placed next to the less appetizing selves of the everyday burgers. On the left, we have the Big Mac and the Whopper, shown perfectly, stacked high to showcase every ingredient, and on the right to them are the Big Mac and Whopper again, but this time how it is usually prepared and given to the customer. If the burgers on the right were advertised instead of the burgers on the left, then less customers would be attracted to go to their restaurants because they wouldn't have the image of the burger that they are wanting to go and eat. The perfect burgers are advertised instead because of the perfect look that they give, thus enticing the customers of wanting to go and try that burger.